entertaining us with a song this evening.
तेरी मेरी खामोशियाँ खामोशियाँ टूटी हुई खामोशियाँ कभी तेरा जाना हुआ जहाँ से ज़माने को गुज़रे ज़माना हुआ मेरा समय तो वहीं पे है ठहरा हुआ बताओ तुम्हें क्या मेरे साथ क्या क्या हुआ खामोशियाँ एक साज़ तुमको लाऊं ज़रा खामोशियाँ अल्फाज़ कभी गुनगुना ले जरा बेकरार है बात करने को कहने दो इनको जरा खामोशियाँ तेरी मेरी खामोशियाँ खामोशियाँ टूटी हुई खामोशियाँ Thank you.
Thank you for the mesmerizing performance, Debanjan. I now request Master Hasit Fogla to come up on stage and give a background of the music to be played and introduce our school orchestra to you.
This afternoon, as part of our annual day celebrations, it is an honor to introduce an event that embodies the rich legacy of Sarla Birla Academy, our orchestra. This orchestra is not merely a performance, it is a masterpiece in motion, a testament to the spirit of creativity and collaboration that defines our institution. Indian music, a profound tapestry woven with a thread of ragas, observes a sacred time for each melodious expression. The day, divided into Ashtaprahar, dictates the auspicious hour for each raga's soulful ascent. This afternoon, we commence our journey with the ethereal Yaman, followed by the poignant Bihag, the serene Shivaranjani, Malkos, Vrindavani, and Bhairavi. Marcos will then grace the dawn, culminating in a soul-stirring Bhairavi as the new day emerges. Just as the Indian culture embraces diverse influences, so do our ragas. Here, we witness a captivating fusion where Indian classical music intertwines with the vibrant hues of Western classical, the rhythmic pulse of jazz and rock, and the cinematic magic of Bollywood and Hollywood. Project Samanvay, a testament to this harmonious convergence, invites you to a sonic odyssey from dusk till dawn. Our gifted young artists will weave a spellbinding tapestry, seamlessly blending the purity of Hindustani ragas with the global tapestry of sound. For the past 20 years, this orchestra has been a cornerstone of SBS cultural identity, a proud legacy that has grown stronger with each passing year. Its excellence has resonated far and wide, exemplified by its performance in Germany, Netherlands, and Belgium during the prestigious project Shrishti. This occasion showcased the exceptional talent and cultural depth of our students, leaving a lasting impression on a global stage. This unique endeavor, Samanvay, is a testament to the vision of Dr. K.K. Mishra, Mr. Rohin Joseph, Mr. B. Balakrishna, Mr. Trevor Newcastle, Mr. Raju Goyal, Mr. Jalil Pasha, Mr. Pradeep Kumar, and Mr. Dinesh Mishra. Project Samanvay is proudly supported and organized by Dr. Anita Gupta, Mr. Saurabh Das Gupta, Mr. Manish Dhulekar, and Mr. Shampa Banerjee. Mr. Veer Shetty and Mr. Hiraiya have generously provided invaluable rehearsal and sound assistance. As the orchestra unfolds, you will witness the seamless blending of instruments and voices, each contributing to its unique identity to the collective symphony. Let me introduce you to the orchestra team. We begin with the dynamic keyboard, which is played by Master Vedant Limje, Arnav Agrawal, Shaksham Agrawal, Araf Barak, Ajitesh Kashyap, Samrit Agrawal, Manav, and Karan S. The resonant Indian keyboard and harmonium is played by Master Aryan Junjunwala, Lakshya Hada, Raghav Agrawal, Devansh Safsani, Arav Singhania, Shreyash Tulsiya, and Gyan Agrawal. Next, the enchanting sitar is performed by Master Vedant Agrawal, Pranav Khemka, Gaurav Sharma, Lakshya Tibrewal, Utkarsh B, Vyom Goyal, Rudra Shavalya, and Rudransh Yadav. The tabla will be played by Master Yug Rajpara, Pranjal Kaida, Ayush Patel, Hiten Patel, Shaurya Mittal, and Ayush Jha. The soothing notes of the violin comes from Master Prahlad, Ishan Sharma, Divyan Sethia, and Vashishta A. Moving on, the electrifying guitar is played by Master Ruvan Arora, Vaibhav Gandhi, Advait Shroff, and Jayvardhan. The pulsating percussion is brought to life by Master Mridul on Darbuka, Advik and Shreyash on triple congo, Shojan on Kaghoon box. The pulsating drums are mastered by Master Purvansh Chauradia, Ishan Bavri on special rhythm, Aditya Acharya on side rhythm, and Anirudh Kamath on octopad. Finally, the soulful choir features Master Rohan, Arjun Saxena, Debanjan, Anay Agrawal, Pathikrit Das Gupta, and Vedant S. Now, let us immerse ourselves in this captivating soundscapes presented by the music department of Sarla Birla Academy. Sangeet Rupak Samanvay. Thank you. गिराई कर सल न कहे सो डीठ भयो कनाई का करे भाई गगरी गिराई कर सल न कहे सो डीठ भयो कनाई का करे भाई गगरी गिराई कर कैसे भलाई रे कनाई
and scintillating melodies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for refreshments. Parents, guardians, and guests are requested to proceed to the soccer field via the east wing for their tea and snacks. Refreshments for participants will be served in the west wing under the staircase and for non-participants in the east wing. Everyone is requested to return to the assembly hall latest by 5:05 p.m. so that we can begin the second segment of the evening program in time. We request all the parents to kindly take their places. Sit here to entertain us with a musical instrumental performance. For the evening to be truly complete, there must be some mystery and drama to stimulate our senses. We now have SBS production of the English play And Then There Were None. I would like to hand over the proceedings to Kusha.
As the lights dim
Check.
and the silence grows, I ask you, are you ready to confront the unknown? Tonight, Sarla Birla Academy invites you into a tale that twists trust, morality, and fear, unearthing your deepest doubts and darkest fears. Who are these strangers drawn to a windswept island, each harboring a secret too dangerous to confess? What force has summoned them here? In a mansion cloaked in eerie silence, every wall seems to watch. Every shadow whispers about hidden truths. There is no host, no escape, no mercy, only creeping dread, tightening with every passing moment. Can you hear it? The haunting melody of a nursery rhyme, counting down lives with merciless precision. What does it signify? Who will survive and who has already sealed that fate? You think you know justice, do you? What happens when it takes on a darker, relentless form? As the past claws its way to the surface, alliances crumble, suspicion is deadly, and every step closer to survival feels like a step deeper into doom. This is not just a play, it is a descent into the labyrinth of guilt and retribution. Do you have the courage to step into the unknown, where the shadows conceal truths and every answer spawns another question? Tonight, this island awaits you. The question is, will you dare to watch it unfold? Only one question echoes louder than their own racing heartbeats. Who among them is the killer? Who is it? And who will live to see the dawn? Brace yourself. The game has already begun.
Mr. Owen cordially invites you to Soldier Island, off the coast of Devon. Your presence is requested for a unique gathering of old friends and new acquaintances. All will be revealed in due time. Yours sincerely, U.N. Owen.
Darkness descends and fear takes hold. What sinister force is at play on the Soldier Island? Whom among them is orchestrating this macabre game?
Welcome, welcome. Please follow me. Dinner will be served promptly at 8. Allow me to navigate you to your rooms.
Look, there's the rhyme. One little soldier boy left all alone. He went and hanged himself. And then there were none. And then there were none. How peculiar to have it framed and displayed like this.
A bit macabre, don't you think? It certainly adds to the mystery of this place. Our host must have a rather dark sense of humor.
I find it in very poor taste. But then again, I suppose I'm not familiar with our host's preferences. This whole situation is highly irregular.
My sincerest apologies. A tray slipped from my hands. I'll immediately clean it.
Let us not allow a small mishap to unsettle us. We are here as guests, and it would be best if we conducted ourselves accordingly. Perhaps we should take this time to get better acquainted.
It has been many years since I have felt this uneasy. An invitation to an isolated island. No sign of our mysterious host. Quite strange, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed, it is unusual. But let's not jump to conclusions. There might be a perfectly logical explanation for everything.
स्क्रिप्ट किधर है? स्क्रिप्ट लेके आओ ना.
Please, help yourselves with a drink. Dinner will be served shortly.
There's something very wrong here. I can feel it.
Don't worry, Miss Clayton. We are all in this together. Whatever happens, we will face it as one.
It seems our host has spared no expense. Quite the lavish setup for such a mysterious occasion. But I must admit, the lack of presence of our host, it's rather disconcerting.
Yes, you're right. Everything looks wonderful. Though I must admit, I can't shake this feeling of unease. It feels as though something is looming over us.
Relax, Miss Clayton. We are all here to have a good time, aren't we? Let's enjoy the evening and not let our imaginations run wild.
Imagination or not, this entire setup feels improper. A host remains unseen is hardly the mark of a well-bred gentleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence please. You are charged with the following indictments. General John Gordon MacArthur, that you did deliberately send your wife's lover, Arthur Richmond, to his death. Emily Carolyn Brent, that you caused the death of Beatrice Taylor. Vera Elizabeth Clayton, that you killed Cyril Ogilvy Hamilton.
This is absurd. Who would say such terrible things?
It's a lie. It's a monstrous, preposterous lie.
Everyone, remain calm. This appears to be some kind of an elaborated hoax. Perhaps take a seat. Please sit down.
Yes. Bolo Rose.
Here's to our mysterious host. May he reveal himself soon, so we can toast him properly to Soldier Island and the adventure ahead. Here's to us, the accused! The accused!
And so, the first toast was made. Little did they know that it was going to be Anthony Marston's last.
You know, I can breathe.
Everyone step back. Give him some air. Marston, can you hear me? Stay with us.
What's happening to him? Someone, do something.
He's dead. Poisoned it seems. Someone call for help immediately.
But there's no way off this island until the boat arrives. We're completely isolated.
Little soldier boys went out to dine. One choked his little self and then there were 9.
You served him that drink? What did you put in it?
I swear, I didn't do anything. It was just a regular drink. I don't know what happened.
Enough. This is not a time for baseless accusations. Panic may lead to more danger.
We need to figure out what is going on here. Someone is clearly playing a dangerous game with us.
Forgive me, everyone. Breakfast is simple today. Mrs. Rogers, she's unwell. She couldn't join us.
Unwell, you say? Or is it something more sinister at play here?
We must not jump to conclusions. Let us focus on what we know and proceed with caution.
Mrs. Rogers, she died in her sleep. I found her this morning.
Died in her sleep? How is that possible?
Let me see her. We need to know the cause of death. She appears to have taken an overdose of sleeping medication. Whether it was intentional or not, I cannot say. But it's suspicious, to say the least.
Little soldier boy sat up very late. One overslept himself and then they were eight.
This is divine retribution. God's judgment upon sinners. We are being punished for misdeeds.
And what misdeeds might those be, Miss Brand?
That is never a concern. But mark my words. This is the work of a higher power.
Miss Brand?
The boat is gone. We're trapped here. We're all going to die.
There's no use panicking. We need to stick together and figure out what is happening. We'll find a way out of this.
It's only a matter of time. We're all doomed. Every one of us. There's no escaping this fate.
General MacArthur has been sitting there for hours. Perhaps I should go check on him.
No, Rogers. I'll go. It's best if someone with medical training sees him.
Everyone step back. We need to figure out who is behind this. Armstrong, can you confirm?
Armstrong, careful.
Carefully, Armstrong.
He's gone. Shot in the head. This was no accident.
Eight little soldier boys traveling in heaven. One said he stayed there and then there were seven.
Someone is picking us off one by one, following the rhyme to the letter. We must stay together and find out the killer.
Agreed. We cannot let fear drive us apart. The pattern of the deaths match precisely with the rhyme. First, Anthony Marston with cyanide poisoning. Then Mrs. Rogers with an overdose of chloral hydrate. And now General MacArthur with a blow to his head. Perhaps it is time we accept the reality that the killer is one of us.
I concur, Judge Walgrave. Our survival depends on methodical investigation. We must account for everyone's whereabouts and actions to uncover any inconsistencies or suspicious behavior. Let's start with the last night. Can each one of you detail where you were and what you were doing?
This is divine retribution. A punishment for our sins. Each of us here has committed a grave misdeed. We are being judged and there's no escaping God's fate. Last night, I was in my room reading my Bible and praying for guidance in these dark times.
Divine retribution or not, we need to deal with facts and evidence. We need to establish a timeline. I was in the drawing room inspecting the house defenses, thinking how we might secure ourselves. Rogers, you were in the kitchen preparing breakfast, correct?
Yes. I was up early, making sure everything was in order for breakfast. I didn't see or hear anything unusual. I swear.
As a medical professional, I must insist on thoroughness. Let's recount the events meticulously. After dinner, I retired to my room to review some notes. The general was in his room, as were the rest of us. When did each of you last see General MacArthur alive?
I saw the general last night. He seemed particularly reflective and Nothing seemed amiss at that time. Perhaps, knowing the exact timing of the thing, it was suspects.
Each suspect, each timeline brings them closer to the truth, yet further from salvation. The clock is ticking and the noose tightens.
A child's rhyme dictating our fate is absurd. Yet, it cannot be a coincidence. Someone is meticulously following it.
But what if it's true? We need to consider each and every possibility, no matter how outlandish it seems. The rhymes might be the key to understanding our killer's motives. The line about MacArthur fits perfectly. One said he'd stay there, and then there were 7. We need to understand the pattern to predict the next move.
Where is Rogers? He was just right here. We need to find him before it's too late.
We need to find out who is behind this. Everyone, search the house thoroughly. We cannot afford to miss any clues. Stay together, no one goes off alone. Us. Rogers.
There's a woodpile outside. Come quickly.
Seven little soldier boys chopping up sticks. One chopped himself in half and then there were 6.
Someone is picking us off one by one, following the rhyme to the letter. We must stick together, never alone. And let's keep a close watch on each other.
Agreed. We cannot let fear drive us apart. Trust is paramount if we have to survive this ordeal.
But what if we never find the killer? What if we're all doomed?
We cannot think that way. We will find out who is doing this. We must stay strong and keep our wits about us.
Miss Clayton, are you all right? I understand that all of this is a little overwhelming, but we must not lose hope.
I just need a moment. It's all so overwhelming. The deaths, the accusations, the constant fear. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't stop thinking about what might happen next.
We must remain strong for ourselves and for each other. Despair will only weaken us.
Okay, you're right. We can't let this break us. We have to stay focused and alert. Do you think there are bees on this island?
What?
Bees. I said bees. Are there bees on this damned island?
Bees? Why do you ask?
The next line in the rhyme. A bumblebee stung one, and then there were 5.
Miss Brent? Miss Brent?
What happened
Where
to
is
her?
she?
What happened to her?
Where is she?
Miss Brent?
Miss Brent! Miss Brent! Miss Brent?
Miss
Are you
Brent?
all right? Please answer us.
Six little soldier boys playing with a hive. A bumblebee stung one and then there were 5.
We are now 5. The pattern of the deaths, it's impeccable. First, Anthony Marston, followed by Mrs. Rogers, then MacArthur, followed by Mr. Rogers, and now Miss Brent. Perhaps it's already dying. The killer is one of us.
It's clear, Walgrave. we are in a death trap. We need a solid plan to ensure our safety and expose the murderer. Setting traps or creating signals. These are our options.
But what if the killer's always one step ahead? They seem to know our every move, our weaknesses. How can we outsmart someone who anticipates everything?
We will figure it out. We have to. We must remain vigilant and gather every piece of evidence and trust no one. Our lives depend on it.
Agreed.
What was that? It sounded like something fell. Or someone.
I'll go and check. Stay here and keep an eye on each other.
No, Blol. No one goes off alone. We stay together and search the house together.
What was that? Who's there?
It's the killer. They're playing with us. They want us to be scared.
Stay focused. We cannot let them win.
Soldier boys going up for law. One got in chancery and then they were fall.
It's Wargrave. He's dead.
No, not Wargrave. How could this be happening? We were all here.
Wargrave. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Who could have done this right under our noses?
We're doomed. We're all going to die one by one. This knife, it's unstoppable.
But who among us could have done this? We need to trust each other. But how can we when the killer is one of us?
We must remain vigilant. We must. We can't let fear cloud our judgment. Is that a gun?
Give that to me.
Lombard, do you think it could be Bloor or Armstrong? How can we be sure?
We cannot be sure of anything right now, Vera. But we have to stay strong. We have to keep fighting.
Where's Armstrong? He was right here.
We need to find him. What if he's... Oh God, what if he's dead? We need to check. Armstrong?
Dr. Armstrong?
Armstrong?
Armstrong? He's dead! He has been pushed off the cliff, he drowned!
No, not Armstrong! How can this be happening?
It's the rhyme again!
Four little soldier boys going out to sea. A red herring swallowed one and then there were three.
We are next. Any one of us could be next.
We need to stay vigilant. No one goes off alone.
Loma, do you really think we can survive this?
We have to believe we can. If we give up hope, we have already lost.
We need a plan. Sitting here waiting for something to happen isn't going to save us. We need to take action.
You are right. We need to be proactive. Let's start by securing the house.
Okay, let's do this. We have to fight back.
Bloor, make sure the back door is locked and barricaded. Vera, check the windows upstairs.
I'll be quick. Just stay safe.
What was that? Is everything all right?
It looks like a pot fell. But how?
It could be a trap. We need to be careful.
Help! Please! Someone help!
What happened? Are you hurt?
No, but I saw something move in the shadows. It felt like it was watching me.
We need to stay calm. We cannot let fear drive us apart.
I'll go to the terrace and check. It's the only area left.
Lombard, this is unbearable. We're all losing our minds. How much longer can we hold on?
We have to trust each other, Vera. We have to work together.
Wait.
Vera! What are you doing? Put the gun down!
I can't trust anyone, Philip. Not even you. How do I not know you're the killer? You do come through all this.
Vera, listen to me. If I were the killer, do you think I would let you get the gun so easily? We have to work together, not tear each other apart.
Together? How can we be together when everyone is dying around us? How do I not know you? You would turn on me the moment I let my guard down.
What was that? Something has happened to Bloor.
We need to check. But you go first.
Fine.
I don't trust you behind my back.
But stay close. We cannot afford to be separated.
Is that Bloor?
Yes, it is. Crushed by a marble clock, shaped like a bear. The rhyme. Oh dear God.
Three little soldier boys walking in the zoo. A big bear hugged one and then there were two.
We next, Philip. It's happening just like the rhyme says. What do we do?
We have to stay strong, Vera. We have to keep fighting.
Lombard, wait! The next line in the rhyme, one got frizzled up, and then there was one. It could mean anything.
What do you mean, Vera? What are you getting at?
It means fire, or electricity, or even a gunshot. Anything that causes sudden death. We need to be on guard. Lombard, the rhyme, it's all over my head. Lombard. This is unbearable. Do you really think we can survive this? Or are we just fooling ourselves?
We have to stay strong, Vera. We need to fight.
Stay back, Philip. I want you to kill me. Vera, please.
I'm not the killer. You have to believe me.
Vera, why? Finally, peace. What was the last scene again? One little soldier boy left all alone, and then he got married. Yes, married to Hugo. My dear, married. Where were you all this time? Hugo. Here I come, Hugo.
One little soldier boy left all alone. He went and hanged himself and then there were none.
I've always found nature's way of selecting quite fascinating. To be able to solve this mystery or not in the hands of the majestic ocean's wave is quite riveting in itself. Unless, of course, there is someone smarter who can solve this mystery themselves. But for now, I'm confining this message to a bottle and sending it out into the sea, waiting to be found by someone who can deliver justice.
Justice. It's such a hilarious word. I myself have a very peculiar relation with this word. Little did I know that this word was going to tag with my name like a wine to his host. From childhood, I have had the urge to kill. The seemingly innocent yet uncanny urge to kill moths and flies. I do not know when it transformed into the urge of killing humans. But how could I kill the innocent? I simply cannot. I was catering to my desires, yet I was punishing the guilty. But over the course of time, this seemingly innocent yet uncanny urge, it started to bubble up so much so that I gave in. Then I planned a murder so elaborate, killing everyone who has never ever been punished for their sins. Whew. I am not wrong, but my ways are.
I wanted to plan a murder so elaborated, so twisted, that it would leave a mark on people's mind. And so I gathered information about everyone, their strengths, their weaknesses, crimes, deeds, everything. Then all that was left was to orchestrate a perfect plan. It wasn't so difficult. It really wasn't. My years of experience as a judge, all of it came handy. Lastly, all that was left was my death. I wouldn't call it a suicide. No, I wouldn't. It's a master plan, a work of art and a medium of justice. I wanted to kill them from least to the most guilty. And I really wanted to see if Vera would indeed kill herself out of guilt. It was a bit of an experiment within itself. Indeed, she did. Funny how we humans are and how our brains work. We go to all limits to thrive or survive, and yet do not think twice before taking lives of ourselves and each other. Anyways, after Vera kills herself, I will go to my room, attach an elastic cord to my glasses. I will lay on them and loop the cord around the door handle and attach it to the revolver. My hand, protected by a handkerchief to avoid fingerprint traces, will press the trigger and the revolver will recoil to the door, having been pulled by the elastic cord. The elastic will just hang down from the glasses and the handkerchief will rest on the ground, arousing no suspicion whatsoever. It will look as if I was shot right through the head.
And then there were none.
Thank you.
It was definitely an enthralling performance, encapsulating mystery, suspense. Thank you, friends. As the stage is being cleared, let's enjoy this classical piece on the keyboard by Master Vedant Limje.
Two of which are classical and one is a Bollywood song, which when I play I'm sure you'll be able to predict.
That was certainly a melodious performance. Next up, we present a group dance performance delivered by our talented students, guided by our skilled teachers who have both invested their passion and commitment into each movement. As proud residents of Karnataka, India, we seize this extraordinary opportunity to honor our state through a captivating cultural celebration. The inaugural segment of the dance performance will feature an exceptional fusion of classical music and an age-old ritualistic dance performance known as Bhutakola. This intricate dance incorporates local spirits or deities into the festives, which are celebrated in the villages where it originates. The lyrics of the accompanying song convey the reverence for the third incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the supreme deity who assumes the form of a Varaha, a wild boar. This divine manifestation protects and shields the villagers. The Varaha Rupam embodies the essence of Lord Shiva, the savior, guardian, and protector of believers. The subsequent segment will showcase the rich cultural heritage of Karnataka through the song called Kannada Matuchina. This piece celebrates the Kannada language and its literary prowess and its profound cultural legacy. Last but not the least, with this dance, we pay tribute to a visionary genius, Mr. Shankar Nag, who thought ahead of his time. He excelled as an actor, director, and a producer, leaving an indelible mark on the world of theatre. His unwavering enthusiasm for theatre led him to envision and execute a dream project that would later become Rang Shankara, a renowned theatre venue not only in Bangalore but also across India. The brains behind the legendary R.K. Narayan's Malgudi days was brought to life by this visionary, nurturing the imagination of children. Let us put our hands together for this very well-known dance, Santosake Hadu Santosake.
वराहरूपं देववरीशं वरस्मितवदनं वज्रदन्तधर रक्षाकवचम् शिवसम्भूत भुवि संजात ನಂಬಿದವಗಿಂಬು ಕೊಡುವವನೀತ ಸಾವಿರ ದೈವದ ಮನ ಸಂಪ್ರೀತ ಬೇಡುತ್ತ ನಿಂದೆವು ಆರಾಧಿಸುತ್ತ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ. ಇಂಥ ಭುವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಜನುಮ ದೊರಕಿದ್ದೆ ಪುಣ್ಯ. ತುಂಗೆ ಕಾವೇರಿ ನೀರ ಕುಡಿವ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಧನ್ಯ. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ. ತುಂಬಿದ ನಾಡು ಈ ನಾಡ ದೇವಿಯ ಆರಾಧನೆ ನನ್ನ ಈ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಾಡು. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ.
ಅರಳುವಂತೆ ದುಂಬಿಯನ್ನು ಕರೆಯುವಂತೆ ಲತೆಯ ಮೊಗ್ಗು ಅರಳುವಂತೆ ದುಂಬಿಯನ್ನು ಕರೆಯುವಂತೆ ಬಾಣವಾಗಿ ಕೇಳುವಂತೆ ನಾದ ಗಂಗೆ ಹರಿಯುವಂತೆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಕೂಡ ಕರಗುವಂತೆ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಣಿದು ತಾಳಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಣಿದು ನಲಿದು ರಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಲಿದು ನನ್ನಂತೆ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಡು ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕೆ
undoubtedly came alive with your breathtaking energy and grace. It's with great joy and privilege that I invite our chief guest for the evening, Professor Krishnan, to kindly come up on stage to deliver his speech.
So this is to all the students, parents and teachers of the school. First of all, many thanks for inviting me to this very important event in your school calendar. Though it's a long time since I completed school, I can recall the excitement and importance of the annual school day. So my greetings to all of you on this important occasion, and a special word of appreciation to all of you who are performing on stage today, or those of you who have been involved in all the preparations for this event. I enjoyed all the performances so far, and congratulations to everyone. My talk is a little more serious talk, unfortunately not quite in the mood of the last dance that you saw. But I would like to start with a look at the so-called big picture. What are some of the important phenomena and events happening around us that are likely to have significant impact? So I think some of these we are quite aware of. For example, India is on the verge of a period of what we hope will be significant growth, with the end goal of becoming a developed nation of Vikasit Bharat by 2047. But at the same time, technology is changing very fast. Blockchain, IoT, augmented reality, virtual reality, and of course AI and ML, to name just a few of the very impactful ones that are opening up many new possibilities. All these technologies will have significant implications for how business is done. Clearly, existing businesses will be transformed and new business opportunities will also emerge. So students, as far as your immediate future is concerned, there are going to be many more options, starting with in terms of the higher education opportunities you look at, and then of course further down the line when you go into the workplace. And interestingly, many people argue that the jobs of tomorrow are not even known today. So I think the only thing we can conclude from all of this is that developing multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary skills will be more important than it was just a few years ago. At the same time, we know that the world is becoming a much more challenging place. The nature of work is changing, leading to major changes in even how things are done in a typical office or factory. Competition is increasing as the number of skilled and talented people is steadily on the rise. The business landscape is also becoming more crowded as capital is available much more easily and many new entrepreneurs are entering the business arena. One thing which we perhaps did not factor in earlier, but which has become very clear today, is that geopolitical tensions are rising, and many assumptions that we held about the world, just even a couple of years ago, don't hold any longer. Global warming and climate change are for real, and in spite of pronouncements from leaders across the world, we are yet to see the collective action that could have any impact on these phenomena. And in fact, some recent political developments outside India that you're all familiar with and I don't need to explicitly talk about may pose a threat to whatever progress has already been made. Polarization of views and identities and the reinforcement of this polarization by social media and technology make any kind of meaningful collective action even more difficult, or you could even say elusive. So given this kind of big picture that I just painted for you, what should all of you be doing? And this is particularly addressed to the students. Let me start by looking at streams of learning. I am old-fashioned in the sense that I would urge all our young students here to pursue a stream that gives a good, solid foundation for the future. In addition to the obvious ones like engineering, I see the following as important streams at the undergraduate level: economics, behavioral science, math, statistics, data science and computing, physical sciences and of course related engineering disciplines, and biological sciences and medicine. I see each of these being a foundational stream which will allow students to pursue multiple interests in the year ahead. And whichever stream you pursue, though, it will be good if you have a foundation and interest in the humanities, art, music, and language. And I'm really happy to see in this context all the exciting cultural activities we saw demonstrated before us this evening. What's also important is to have the right role models. I urge our young students to identify and reach out to strong role models or sources of inspiration. I see many parents sitting here. You should also help your kids do this. These role models could be from school or college, from your family or from the organization where you work in. You need to take inspiration from them and continue to reach out to them. That's important given all this flux that we are seeing in the broad environment today. The third important dimension I would really emphasize is building stamina and resilience. In this tough world, one soon realizes that stamina and resilience are critical. And you can't have stamina and resilience until you maintain good physical and mental health. One of the things which concerns me quite a bit when I talk to younger folks today is how perhaps the mental health strength that we expect is not always there. So we need to find ways of keeping both physically and mentally fit, because otherwise health problems can suddenly hit some of us years down the line, just as our careers are taking off. As I said, I'm particularly concerned about mental health, particularly after the pandemic. And here I think it's important to maintain friendships and social relationships, and I mean in person, not on Instagram or WhatsApp or some other social media platform. And all of us need to keep connected to our family and to others we care for. It's helpful to be part of professional and social organizations. In short, the metaverse may be exciting, but humans are really wired to be social beings. The fourth dimension I think is important is purpose. While all of us will be focused on building our own skill sets and profile, we need to keep in mind how we can take up one or more of the large challenges that are visible around us. In this context, I would emphasize the importance of social sensitivity. It's important that our youngsters keep connected to the broader environment, to the place or region to which your family belongs, or to the institutions where you have studied. As students coming from a leading school like this one, all the students who pass out from here automatically belong to a privileged group. And I would strongly urge young students, don't wait to give back to society. This is not something you need to do after you're 60 years old. It's something which you should make a part of your life right now. Identify causes or organizations that you relate to and keep aside time for them. You will find that this not only helps others, but also gives meaning to your own existence. And I would urge all the parents here also to encourage their kids to do so. Professor Rebecca Henderson of Harvard University was the Foundation Day speaker at IIM Bangalore last year. In her talk titled Reimagining Capitalism in a World on Fire, Professor Henderson urged all of us to embrace a purpose beyond profit and to dare to act on it. I would like to quote her here. Climate change is not about warmer weather. It is about instability. A stable climate is a prerequisite of our very existence. Otherwise, it would lead to catastrophic conditions. We need a political, social, and cultural global movement to address huge issues like climate change. Business can be a powerful ally and make a great deal of money in the process. And making money, maximizing profits, should be a means to an end, not an end to itself. The goal of market is to create a thriving society. Adopting authentic purpose can significantly increase performance, unquote. So Professor Henderson's call to adopt authentic purpose is as relevant to us as individuals as it is to businesses and corporations, which are at the end of the day led by people like us, by human beings. Purpose is important in whatever you do, even AI. Some of you may have seen this comment that was circulating on WhatsApp groups maybe a couple of months ago. So it's a cartoon about AI. And you know what? Somebody is saying, you know what's the biggest problem with pushing all things AI? They're all in the wrong direction. I want AI to do my laundry and dishes so that I can do art and writing, not for AI to do my art and writing so that I can do my laundry and dishes. So I think it's the sense of direction, the sense of purpose is very important. And one thing is pretty clear from a lot of the work we have seen in the behavioral sciences in recent years is that success requires much more than intelligence. I think at times we tend to put a super premium on intelligence, but that's not really what finally leads by itself to success. Some time ago, I read a very interesting book by Adam Grant called Hidden Potential. It had a lot of interesting insights, and I would just like to share a few of these with you. Grant argues in his book that in most pursuits, while intelligence and inherent talent are a good starting point, that's not what really matters in the long run. What matters in the long run is your ability to be proactive, that is, have the initiative to ask questions, volunteer answers, seek information from books, engage the teacher outside the classroom. What also matters is to be pro-social, getting along and collaborating with peers, to be disciplined, paying attention and resisting the impulse to disrupt, and to be determined to take on challenging problems, do more than the assigned work, and persist in the face of obstacles. If I can just quote Adam Grant here, he said, evidence shows that although kids and novices learn chess faster if they are smarter, intelligence becomes nearly irrelevant in predicting the performance of adults and advanced players. The early advantages of cognitive skills dissipate over time. On average, it takes over 20,000 hours of practice to become a chess master and over 30,000 to reach grandmaster status. To keep improving, you need the proactivity, discipline, and determination to study old games and new strategies. And any of you who have been watching all the interviews with Gukesh in the last few days would have seen ample evidence for the importance of all these other skills. I mean, Gukesh is clearly a very, very intelligent person, but that's not the reason by itself that he became the world chess champion. Though character in the way we traditionally understand it may appear anachronistic, Grant underlines the importance of character. I particularly liked 3 of his observations that I would like to share for your consideration. The first one is personality is your predisposition, your basic instincts for how to think, feel, and act, but character is your capacity to prioritize your values over your instincts. I'll just repeat that. Character is your capacity to prioritize your values over your instincts. Second quote from him is, character is more than just having principles. It's a learned capacity to live by your principles. And finally, if our cognitive skills are what separate us from animals, our character skills are what elevate us above machines. So I think it's very clear that, there's much more to being successful and much more to being a leader or anything else than just your intelligence by itself. And all of us, including myself, tend to gravitate towards what we know and understand well, what we might call our comfort zone. But Grant underlines the importance of embracing discomfort. And I think this is particularly relevant in the context of a school or for your parents or even for us in IIM. Let me quote from Grant. Becoming a creature of discomfort can unlock hidden potential in many different types of learning. Summoning the nerve to face discomfort is a character skill. It takes 3 kinds of courage: to abandon your tried and true methods, to put yourself in the ring before you feel ready, and to make more mistakes than others make attempts. The best way to accelerate growth is to embrace, seek, and amplify discomfort. But most of the time as parents, I'm sure you'll realize that you don't always do this. In fact, you're trying to anticipate and prevent kids from going through discomfort, whereas actually that might be the arena to learn. Many of us are perfectionists. We want everything to be just right. But Grant argues that beyond school exams, perfectionism may not work. In fact, he argues that perfectionists get 3 things wrong. They obsess about details that don't matter. They avoid unfamiliar situations and difficult tasks that might lead to failure. And they berate themselves for making mistakes, which makes it harder to learn from them. So I spoke earlier about the need to take care of your mental health. Another point that Grant flags is the need to prevent early bore-out or burnout. This is again a particularly important thing these days because in this mad competitive race, You, people often report that, for example, in the IITs, after kids have started studying for JEE from class 6 onwards, by the time they reach IIT, they're already burnt out. I mean, they really no longer have that spark with which they started. So, in this context, Grant talks about two interesting ideas. The first one is harmonious passion, and the second one is deliberate play. So, according to Grant, elite musicians are rarely driven by obsessive compulsion. They are usually fueled by what psychologists call harmonious passion. Harmonious passion is taking joy in a process rather than feeling pressure to achieve an outcome. The second point is about deliberate play. He says deliberate play is a structured activity that's designed to make skill development enjoyable by introducing novelty and variety into practice. This helps prevent bore out and burnout. So you can see, I think there are a lot of things we need to keep in mind when we are looking at the education of youngsters today. And these are some of the points I thought I should share with you. So in conclusion, let me once again return to the India challenge, which I started with right at the beginning. I was told that many of you come from families that are already running successful businesses. Many of the youngsters in this school, I suppose, have commerce and business in their blood. But earlier this week, I attended the Global Economic Policy Forum, organized by the Ministry of Finance and the Confederation of Indian Industry in Delhi. And one of the interesting sessions at this conference was on how India's dream of Vikasit Bharat depends on beating what is called the middle income trap. What is the middle income trap? Well, while many countries around the world have made the transition from low income to middle income, the middle income trap refers to the challenges these countries face in graduating to become so-called developed nations. The interesting thing is that middle income countries are 3 times more likely than developed nations to face growth slowdowns. They tend to be much less efficient in their use of capital, talent, and energy. And they face growing headwinds due to demography and debt at home, and fragmentation and conflict abroad. If you think about it carefully, you will realize that India already displays some of the characteristics that hold middle-income countries back. According to the World Bank, capital is not used as efficiently as it should be in India. Many unproductive firms stay in business, and not enough firms become large and reap economies of scale. Clearly, India does not use its available talent as well as it should. For example, women's participation in the workforce, particularly in higher value-adding roles, is low. And India's energy to output ratio is high, and we also emit more greenhouse gases per unit of GDP than we should. So all those things I talked about, efficiency, talent, use of capital, all of these are potential challenges. What do we need to do to avoid the middle income trap? We need to invest, of course, but more importantly, we need to infuse technology so that we reach the global productivity frontier. And as we get closer to this frontier, we need to adopt innovation to drive the frontier itself. According to the chief economist of the World Bank, we need to focus on increasing value addition, enhancing socioeconomic mobility, and reducing emissions intensity in our economic activity. Let me repeat that. We need to focus on increasing value addition, enhancing socioeconomic mobility, and reducing emissions intensity in our economic activity. As the business leaders of tomorrow, I hope our youngsters here, and many of you parents as well, I hope many of you can take up this agenda. And particularly parents, I think you have the opportunity to embrace this right now. So let me conclude by quoting a well-known American poet, Langston Hughes. He said, "Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly." So thank you for inviting me here today, and I hope all your dreams will fly. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the rock band to take the stage and energize our guests with their lively performance and classic songs. The stage is yours, my friends.
We need one stand back.
I would like to take this time to introduce our school band to you. We are the Deep Blue, and on the keyboard we have Master Vedant Limje. We have Anirudh Kamath on the drums. We have Vaibhav on the guitar. We have Ruan on the guitar. And I, Rishi, will also be playing the guitar for you. I hope you like our performance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Laksh. I'll be singing Hotel California for you today. I'll also be playing the keyboard for the two other songs. I hope you enjoy it.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
I was
Scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. Oh, all my friends are turning green. You're the magician assistant in the dream. Ah, ooh. Ah, and it come on strong. Lady, running down to the riverside, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you sing the song, and I got lump in my throat, 'cause you gon' sing the words wrong. There's a way that I think you like. I'd like to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself, and she's been living on the high shelf. Ah, ooh. Ah, and it come undone. Lady, running down to the riverside, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you sing the song, and I got lump in my throat, 'cause you gon' sing the words wrong. I got lump in my throat, 'cause you gon' sing the words wrong. And it come unstuck.
That performance turned the hall into a concert arena with its sheer passion. Not the least, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the last event of the evening, the much awaited fashion show to be displayed by our outgoing 12th graders. To carry on with the program, I now hand over the proceedings to Mr. Madhav Mittal.
Yes, sir. Tonight, we embark on a journey through the world of fashion. Prepare to be captivated and let the show begin. Welcome to our first round, celebrating the vibrant heritage of India. Nikunj is kicking things off with a stunning look. The colors are breathtaking. He's embodying the rich culture with every step. He's showing us that fashion can be a celebration of our heritage. Look at the intricate details. Parth and Akshay are embodying the rich craftsmanship of traditional textiles. The intricate embroidery and vibrant hues tell a story of heritage again and artistry. Their confidence in showcasing these traditions are inspiring. Now, that's a bold choice of color. Varun and Radhik are making a statement with their outfit. This is what we call confidence. They're not afraid to stand out and embrace their individuality. Now, this is the look that embodies the beauty of this culture. Rachit and Divjeet are truly representing their heritage. The elegance of their attire is a testament to the timeless beauty of Indian fashion. Wow, the elegance is undeniable. Anuj and Vrukshal are showcasing the timeless beauty of traditional fashion again. The way they carry themselves speaks volumes of matters in high. Now, this is a modern take on classic. Manish and Harshit are blending tradition with their contemporary style. They're showing us that you can be fashionable while staying true to your roots. Now, we finally come to an end of this ethnic round. This is such a stunning way to end this round. Nakshatra and Kush are leaving us wanting more. Their presence on the runway is captivating, and their outfits are a testament to the power of fashion. casual look. This in fact is effortless style at its best. He's proving that comfort and style can go hand in hand, and his confidence in his casual attire is contagious. That's a bold look, Rishi. Now this is both comfortable and stylish. Ronit here is proving that you can be casual and still look amazing. He's showing us that confidence is the ultimate key to success. The color palette may be blonde, but Jashwant is keeping it simple and cheap. He's demonstrating that less is more, and that sometimes the simplest looks are what that matters the most. Now, we have a perfect fit for a day out with friends. Nabanyu is showing us how to be stylish and comfortable. He's embodying the spirit of carefree run-throughs. Forward we have Dhruv. The accessories are on point. Dhruv is adding a touch of personality with his extreme shirt and pant. He's showing us that even the small details can make a huge difference. The confidence is undeniable. Soham is owning the casual look. He's radiating an aura of self-esteem and self-assurance, and that makes him stand out compared to the others. Now forward we have Purvanch. Now this is a look that is trendy and timeless. Purvanch is showing us how to stay ahead of the fashion curve. He's demonstrating that style is about embracing it. And Purvanch sticks to the new trends as it is. The energy is cool and relaxed. Arya is bringing a laid-back vibe to the runway. He's showing us that fashion can be fun. Now we have Shubham. This is a look that is perfect for any occasion. He's showing us that how to dress in comfort and style. Forward we have Moksh. The details are what makes you look special. Moksh is paying attention to the little things. He's showing us that the small details that make a big difference, and his attention to every detail is evident in his outfit itself. Now this is a look that screams I'm ready for anything. Pranav is radiating confidence and style. He's embodying the spirit of adventure and readiness in his outfit, and is perfect for a day explore. Nikunj, the attitude is everything. Nikunj is bringing the swagger to the runway. He's showing us that confidence is the ultimate fashion statement, and his swagger is undeniable. Now this is what we call a casual chief. Samrat, making it look effortless again. He's demonstrating that every style can be simple and sophisticated. What a way to end this round. Tanmay is leaving us wanting more. His presence on the runway is captivating, and his puffer jacket is a testament to the power of casual cool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us step up the style game and let's get into formals. The formals indeed, everyone's been waiting for it. Arav Kansagra is showing us how to rock a formal look. This is a formal flair at its finest. He's proving that formal wear can be both elegant and modern. Such a sophisticated look indeed. Now, that is such a sophisticated look again. Jashwant is proving that formal wear can be both stylish and comfortable. He's showing us that you can look good and feel good in a suit. The jade color has entered the runway. I'm loving the tailoring. Manish is showcasing the perfect fit and cut. He's demonstrating that attention to detail is crucial when it comes to formal wear. The confidence is undeniable. Jitesh is owning the formal look. He's radiating an aura of self-assurance that makes him stand out the crowd. His ability to carry himself with poise and confidence is inspiring. Forward we have Pranamya, a look that's perfect for a special occasion. He shows us not how to dress, but how to dress to impress. The way he carries himself, the confidence in his stride, it all screams. The details are what makes this look special. Nathan is paying attention to the little things, and it makes him the outfit and the leader. Sometimes it's not just about clothes, is it? The energy is sophisticated and stylish. Kush is bringing a touch of elegance on the runway. The way he moves, the way he holds himself, the way about grace and poise, he teaches us all. Finally, a look that has a classic touch and is timeless. Prince is showing us how to dress for success. This is a look that excludes power. The head boy has entered the runway again. The attitude is everything. Rishi is bringing the swagger on the runway. He's not just walking, he's owning the entire runway. The way he carries himself is the way he looks at audience. That is a charishma indeed. Now we have Harshit Kogra. This is what we call formal elegance. Harshit is making it look effortless. He's not just wearing clothes, he's wearing an aura of refinement on his purple suit. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to end the show. Nabanyu is leaving us wanting more. He's not just a model, he's a vision indeed. The way he walks, the way he poses, it's all about captivating the audience. He's leaving us with a feeling of excitement and anticipation. And now for the grand finale.
صارت كل جميلة يا الحبيبة وليلة
certainly be a memory etched in our minds forever. Thank you. Before we finally conclude this evening program, may I now invite Master Khush Shah, the outgoing cultural vice captain, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Rehan. Good evening, everyone. Distinguished chief guest, esteemed dignitaries, treasured parents, revered teachers, and my beloved friends. As this extraordinary evening approaches its final chapter, I am overwhelmed with a sense of joy and gratitude. Tonight has been a resplendent celebration of talent, togetherness, and triumph. A reminder of what makes Sarla Birla Academy not just a school, but a legacy in motion. Visionaries steer the course of greatness, and at the helm of our institution is our principal, Mr. Shantanu Das. His leadership is the compass that consistently points us toward excellence. A master of strategy, our CFO, Mrs. Vani Pratap, is quite the architect behind every milestone we have celebrated. Mr. Sudhir Mukherjee, our headmaster, is nothing short of transformative. His counsel doesn't merely guide, it elevates. This evening would have not been complete without the presence of our chief guest, Mr. Krishnan, whose words infused this gathering with wisdom and inspiration. Your encouragement and insights have left an indelible mark on our souls, and we are grateful for your time. A standing ovation to Dr. Pratap Giri for sharing his time with us. A standing ovation, and albeit metaphorical, is due to the parents who form the bedrock of our journey. Your trust in this institution is a profound honor, and your unwavering support fuels every success we celebrate tonight. You are the silent architects of our achievements, and your faith in us is cherished deeply. Every spark of knowledge ignited here owes its glow to the tireless devotion of our teachers. These mentors are the sculptors of not just our minds, but our souls, instilling values that transcends more than just textbook. Special thanks to the English department. Your efforts in honing our communication skills empower us to shine brightly. To the cultural and music department, your mesmerizing performances and harmonious tunes reflect your boundless creativity and dedication, adding magic to our celebrations. To the art department, your vibrant props and decorations have transformed our school into a wonderland, showcasing your unmatched imagination and skill. A heartfelt thank you to the teacher in charges of various events and the overall in charges who have been the true architects of tonight's success. Your dedication, meticulous planning, and unwavering commitment have turned ideas into reality and ensured the seamless execution of every aspect of this grand celebration. To my fellow students, tonight's luminaries, you have turned this event into a canvas painted with passion, creativity, and unrelenting spirit. Together, we are the heartbeat of SPA, and it's through this shared energy that we achieve greatness. Behind the scenes, an ensemble of unsung heroes ensured this evening's seamless execution. The technical crew, photographers, and the logistic team brought their precision and artistry to bear, creating an experience of unparalleled brilliance. Equally indispensable are the housekeeping, admin staff, and the support staff, whose tireless efforts enable every corner of this institution to shine. As we conclude this magnificent celebration, let us take a moment to carry forward the essence of this evening, the unity, the hope, and the determination that defines a community. By this, I am reminded of a few lines. Through fleeting moments, legacies are sown. In fields of dreams where greatness is grown, where with hearts united and spirits aligned, we forge ahead, leaving doubts behind. The future beckons, vast and wide, with courage and wisdom as our guide. In every challenge, a chance to ascend. Together we journey, hand in hand. And with that poetic flourish, it's time for me to sign off. Always remember, a great team makes every event extraordinary. Let us step forward into another year filled with promise, determination, and radiant spirit of our SPA. Thank you once again. Keep smiling, keep shining.
everyone to please rise for the national anthem.
Christmas and an extremely happy New Year. Thank you.